In this video, we're going to be checking out what I think are some of the best cases made by Spigen for the brand new Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, because why waste time with anything less? We've got the Tough Armor, we've got the Ultra Hybrid, the Rugged Armor, and the Nano Pop. And one of these cases are my absolute favorite, and I'll let you know which one that is later on in the video. So let's get into it. So here we have the Spigen Nano Pop. Now, this comes in a couple different colors. It also has MagSafe built in, and this is also one of my other favorite cases, and I'll tell you why in just a second, because this case has something on it that I haven't seen being used in any other case. Now, let's see how much this case weighs. 49.7 grams. So here is the case itself. It does have a nice matte feel to it, so it keeps down those fingerprints. It is made of like a flexible type material, and on the inside, it's got like this plastic sticker, and there's MagSafe behind it. Now, like I mentioned before, this case does have something that I haven't seen been used on any other case, and I'm not sure why. But it definitely feels really good in the hand, and that's because it uses these little micro nubs on the side to help with grip. It's super subtle, but it just feels really nice in the hand. Other cases use some sort of grip on the side, but I haven't seen any other case that uses these little micro textures. And it feels a lot different than any other grip on any other phone. If you guys haven't felt it, I highly recommend that you do. This case does definitely feel good in the hand. It's got kind of like a smooth rubber feel to the top part of it. And again, on the bottom, it's got those really grippy little nano nubs. The buttons on the side are just coming off the case a little bit, so it might be a little bit more difficult to find in your pocket, but the buttons are nice and clicky. If we take a look at the case from the side, you can see that it does have a good raised edge around the front of the phone. It adds a little bit of extra bulk, not too much. We've got our cutouts on the bottom. On the other side is the power button, the volume buttons, and the lanyard hole. On the back, again, it's got that really nice, like a soft, kind of matte feel to it, and it also has a slight raised edge that comes up above the camera lenses. Again, this does come in a couple different colors. It comes in this gray, and there's also like a purple with a yellow accent. Looks really cool. That's the one I usually get, but I just wanted to go with the regular black and gray this time. So again, this does have MagSafe built in, so let's test that out. I've got my Qi 2 wireless charger here. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately, and as far as the hold, it's got a pretty strong hold on the back of the case, so you don't have to worry about your phone just coming off your MagSafe accessory. It's on there pretty good, which I definitely appreciate. This also does work with regular wireless charging as well. I think it looks really nice on the phone. It feels good in the hand as well. The Spigen Nano Pop definitely gets a thumbs up from me. And then here we have the Tough Armor case. This case is a little bit more for better drop protection. It also is a two-piece design with MagSafe built in. So here is the case. Let's see how much it weighs. 57.2 grams. It is a little bit heavier than some of the other cases. It does have a hard plastic back that's got kind of like a smooth rubbery type feel to it. This is also a two-piece design case, like I mentioned before. The inner portion of the case is like a rubber type TPU. On the inside, it's got these foam pieces to help with shock absorption in case you happen to drop your phone, which is nice. It's also got this really dinky, flimsy piece of plastic for a kickstand. Not really a big fan of that. I'd rather them make something more substantial, but that's just me. We'll put our phone inside the case here. Fits the phone really well. Feels pretty good in the hand. It's not grippy. It's got kind of like a smooth rubbery type feel on the side. As far as the buttons don't come off the case pretty much at all. They're just kind of flush with the edge, so it might be a little harder to find these buttons when you're kind of feeling around in your pocket. The power button is textured though, so that might be a little easier to find. We also have a raised edge around the front of the phone, and it adds a little bit more bulk than most of the Spigen cases, but it has a little bit more drop protection. We also have some reinforcements in the edges as well. Cutouts on the bottom. There you can see the power button that is like serrated, the volume buttons which are oversized on the back. Again, it's got that hard plastic that does have like a smooth rubbery type feel to it, like slightly rubbery, but kind of more of the plastic side. Again, this kickstand that you can use the phone in a landscape mode. I don't think it'll work in portrait, no. So it's just, it only works in the landscape mode really, and then it kind of clips right back into place. We also do have a raised edge around our camera lenses as well. So not a horrible case. For me, I'm not a huge fan, again, like I mentioned, of these two-piece cases, because sometimes over time, the inner portion of the rubber kind of, I don't know, it deforms, and then this plastic piece kind of comes up. It's not a bad case, but like I mentioned, it's just, I'm not a huge fan of these two-piece designs. I like the regular ones myself. But again, this does have MagSafe built in, so let's test out our MagSafe. Clips onto the back, charge your phone immediately. And as far as the hold, it's got a pretty good hold. Not the strongest like the Nano Pop, but I don't think that your phone's just going to fall off your MagSafe accessory. It's just, again, like I mentioned, it's not the strongest hold. Not a horrible case, especially if you're looking for a case more for drop protection. And then here we have the Spigen Ultra Hybrid case. This is a clear case, and it's also got MagSafe built in. So here is the case. Let's see how much it weighs. 41.6 grams. This also does have some stickers on the back and on the inside that you can remove before we put our phone in. It's got a nice plastic hard backing surrounded by a flexible rubbery type material. So we'll put our phone inside the case. Feels good in the hand. It does have a grip to it. Buttons nice and clicky, easily pressable. If we take a look at the case from the side, you can see it does have a raised edge all the way around the front of the phone. It also adds a little bit of extra bulk, not too much. You can see that extra piece of plastic on the back here. Got our cutouts on the bottom. We have these little airbags in the corners to help with drop protection. Lanyard hole in the bottom corner. We have our power and volume buttons on the side. And on the back, we have our MagSafe ring. And it's got, you can hear it's got kind of like a grippy back to it. It also doesn't seem to pick up pretty much any fingerprints, which I love. And it also does have a slight raised edge around our camera for protection there too. And that ring is like perfectly placed on the phone for the MagSafe. So let's test out the MagSafe accessory here. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And as far as the hold, again, it's got an okay hold. I think it's going to be adequate enough for your phone to not just fall off your MagSafe accessory. But again, it's not as strong as the Nano Pop, but it's strong enough. And you can also use this with regular wireless charging. I think this clear case looks pretty nice. I like the design of it. I like the way that the MagSafe ring is perfectly placed in the middle of the case, because sometimes case manufacturers make it just a little bit off, but this is perfectly placed on the phone. I also like the fact that it is grippy and the buttons are nice and clicky. So if you're looking for a pretty good clear case, I would definitely recommend the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. And then here we have the Spigen Rugged Armor. This also does have MagSafe built in, and this is my favorite Spigen case. And here is the case itself. Let's see how much this weighs. 42.7 grams. Now, like I said before, this is one of my more favorite cases. And the reason being is because of the textures. I love the textures on the Rugged Armor. On the back here, it's got kind of like a rubbery type feel, and it has just a slight rough texture. This whole case is made of a flexible material as well. It's also not super bulky, but I really love the texturing on the back here, along with the carbon fiber looking inlays. Looks really nice, and we have these kind of textures on the side with grip. This also does have those foam pads on the inside, also to help with drop protection, and this has MagSafe built in. So it goes in the phone really easily, feels good in the hand. Those grip, the like texture on the side definitely helps with grip. Power button and volume buttons are super clicky, easily pressable. If we take a look at the case from the side, you can see it's got a slightly more of a raised edge than any of the other cases we've looked at so far. So if you're going to put a screen protector on here, you should still have a nice raised edge. You can also see the texturing on the side to help with grip. And it also, again, it doesn't add a lot of extra bulk to the phone. Absolutely love that. We also have our cutouts on the bottom here. You can see the volume and power buttons on the side, which are textured slightly as well. And on the back, again, it's got that kind of like a rough rubbery type of material. The carbon fiber looking inlays. It's not real carbon fiber, just kind of like looks like it. But it also does have, I think, the most raised edge around the camera lenses as well. So all around, for me, this case is the best of the four. That's just my opinion. But what do you guys think? Have you ever experienced the Rugged Armor? If you have, let me know what you think. If you haven't, what other cases do you guys like? Let me know in the comments below. Again, this also does have the MagSafe built in, so we'll test that out with my charger here. Clips onto the back, charges your phone immediately. And as far as the hold, this has a pretty, I think the second strongest hold to the Nano Pop. So again, it's got a nice strong hold on the back, and you don't have to worry about your phone just kind of falling off your MagSafe accessory. It seems to be on there pretty good. Absolutely love that. So it seems like all around, as far as my opinion goes, this is definitely one of the best cases. So you guys already know which cases were my favorite, but I'd like to know what your favorite case was and why. Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to pick any of these cases up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by hitting the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.